My name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. Today is another episode of my Sunday sewing catch up and we are on episode 53. Yeah, I always have to glance down to double check. Episode 53. I've got a real mix of things to share with you today. I haven't actually finished sewing anything this week. It's been the first week with children in my class, which has been really lovely to get to know the new children, but it's meant that it's been super duper busy and I've been absolutely exhausted by the evening. So I've only been doing little bits of sewing, so I actually don't have anything completed, but I've got lots of things that are almost finished or half finished. So I've got those to share with you. I have got a couple of pieces of fabric to share with you. I've got a new challenge, I've got a pattern that I wanted to talk about, and I think that's it. As usual, I've got my notebook in front of me. I'll let you know what I'm wearing first, and then I'll dive into all the things that I've been getting up to this week. So I am wearing one of my favourite pairs of dungarees. It's the Helen's Closet Yanta overalls pattern, which I absolutely love. It feels really lovely to wear, really comfortable, fits me really nicely too. You are supposed to finish it with buttons and buttonholes, but I always put on dungaree clips. This fabric is just such a fun fabric. I got it from Fabric Revival. It's a corduroy fabric in this really fun, like daisy print, green background, daisy print all over it. And the Yanta overalls have got this bib pocket. It's got pockets at the front and pockets on the back. The bib is, the bib is lined. And then, like I said, you're supposed to put buttons and buttonholes, but I always do dungaree clips. I'll stand up so you can see. They're really roomy and super comfortable. I love wearing them to school. And then I've just got it on with this Tilly and the Buttons Tabitha t-shirt. So it's just a short sleeved, fairly plain standard t-shirt. What makes it really fun is this amazing jersey. You can't see what it does at the moment because I'm not in the sunshine, but it's UV reactive. So when I go out in the sunshine, you get sort of loads of different colours all over the t-shirt. You get like raindrops and the clouds have got colour on, and then there's like rainbows and things as well. It's really magic and the children love it when I wear it to school as well. I'll put pictures in of what happens to it when I go out in the sunshine, but that is what I'm wearing. So before I go on to the things that I've been sewing up this week, I am very tired. Like I said, it's been the first week of school with children, really exciting. Lots and lots of questions from the children, lots of singing and repeating myself, but it's been really good fun. And then we had our first market after the summer break yesterday, so I'll put some pictures in from the market. I always get asked when I share bakes and things, could I do a vlog all about the cakes and things that I make? So do let me know in the comments below if that's something that you would like, and what. The reason I haven't done a video about like my baking cakes and things is because I wouldn't want to do like a bake along. So I don't really know what to include in that video. So if it is something you're interested in, pop down below a comment in the comment section of what you would like me to include in that video, because I would love to talk about my baking, because baking is just as important to me as sewing is, and I find it really relaxing. So Friday evening I was up very late, I think till about 11 o'clock, baking and decorating. Up really early on Saturday morning to go and set up. It's always a really lovely event, really enjoyable. Lots of people in the local community come back time and time again, and I do it with my husband, and it's just a really fun thing to do. So as a result of that, I am feeling very tired today, so I'm sorry if this video is a bit jumbly, but it was really good fun to be back on the market. So something exciting that did happen at the market was somebody that follows me, watches my videos, and follows me on Instagram is the lovely Sheila. Now I think her Instagram is Sheila Sews. I'm just checking that I've got, yes, Sheila Sews. It turns out that Sheila and I don't live too far away from each other, and she subscribes to the Sew Hayley Jane boxes, as do I. We both subscribe to the classic box, and I got the navy colour of the waffle knit type fabric, and Sheila got the green. Green's my favourite colour. That's why these are my favourite dungarees. And Sheila offered to do a little swap with me. So I have now got the green colourway of this gorgeous waffle knit fabric that came in the Sew Hayley Jane box. And I gave Sheila my navy colourway. Now, I'm rubbish when I do swaps of fabric. Sheila remembered to put the thread in. I completely forgot to put the navy thread in the box with the navy fabric. So Sheila, if you're watching this video, I'm really sorry that I've got the navy thread. If you want me to post it to you, I am more than happy to post it to you. But I'm really excited about this fabric now, and I'm thinking of turning it into the Nina Lee South Bank sweater dress. I think that would be really snuggly and cozy for the autumn winter. So thank you, Sheila. It was really lovely to meet you, and thank you for swapping the fabric with me. So that was the first fabric I wanted to share with you. And I did talk about that fabric on my Sew Hayley Jane unboxing video, but I know not everybody likes to watch those videos. So this is like a waffle knit fabric. It hasn't got a huge amount of stretch to it, but it's a green background and it's got all these gorgeous flowers all over it. So I'm not sure what to turn it into. I did think that I was going to turn it into a dressing gown for Ruby, but now I've got the green colourway, I'm more inclined to turn it into something for me. So I do think maybe an oversized sweater dress, something like the South Bank sweater dress, maybe. I'm not sure. If anyone's got any thoughts, please let me know. It's got white background, green on the front. It has got stretch to it, but not as much stretch as maybe a cotton jersey because it's a waffle knit. I think it's got enough stretch to be turned into the South Bank because that's got almost like a funnel neck sort of. The collar detail on it is quite wide, so I don't think you would need a jersey that's super duper stretchy. But yeah, if anyone's got any thoughts for this, it's textured. I've got 2.5 meters of this fabric. Do let me know. So the next fabric is sticking with the green theme and sticking with the floral theme actually, and this was a fabric I asked for help in sourcing. It's a Pigeon Wishes fabric. I've got the neon sort of colourway of this fabric, but I really wanted the green colourway and I managed to get some. Thank you to all of you for letting me know that Fabric Godmother had this fabric in stock. I absolutely love it. I think I talked about maybe turning it into the Anna Allen Anthea blouse because I think this would go so nicely. I think it would even go with these dungarees actually, but I've got a few pairs of dungarees I think it would go nicely with. I've got a few dungaree dresses, I've got a few skirts that it would go with, and I've got a few pairs of jeans. So I think it's probably going to become the Anna Allen Anthea blouse. I think this fabric deserves to be showcased with a nice poofy sleeve. I think it would just look really lovely. So I think that's probably what I'm going to turn it into. I've got 1.5 meters of that fabric. So thank you to everybody for letting me know that I could get that at Fabric Godmother. So that is all the fabric that I wanted to share with you. The first one I haven't bought recently, I've just exchanged it because it came in the Sew Hayley Jane box, and the second one I've wanted for ages. And I think it's definitely going to add to my wardrobe. I think it'll be a really cute blouse. So on to what I've been busy sewing. So I shared last week a bundle of fabrics that I got from Felicity Fabrics. I bought the green bundle. On their website there is an option to buy bundles of fabric and it does work out cheaper. So I bought the green bundle, which was 3 different types of jersey fabric. And I have been busy, I've cut all the projects out and I've stuck with what I originally said I was going to do. So there was a green one that I was going to turn in, that was like a textured knit, and I was going to turn that into the Nina Lee South Bank sweater. So that's cut out, ready to be sewn up. The second one was a green and white jersey fabric, and I was going to turn that into the Tilly in the Buttons Freya top, and I have done that. I just need to hem it. And then the third fabric was a white fabric that had like tiny little leaves all over it, and I was going to turn that into the Tabitha t-shirt, which is this one. And I have got that in front of me. I've also got the books with the pattern just to show you, but the Tabitha t-shirt is in the Tilly in the Buttons Make It Simple book, and it's what Tilly's wearing on the front there. It's a really straightforward t-shirt pattern. I really love it as a t-shirt pattern. Let me just find it for you. It sews up really nicely. The instructions are really straightforward. Let me just find it. So here it is. I really love it as a t-shirt pattern. It's really straightforward. You've only got a couple of pattern pieces, so you can sew up the short sleeved, 3/4 length or longer length. I've sewn this one up. So you've got the sleeve pattern piece, the front and the back, and then you've got the neckband. So I've sewn it all up. It's got the neckband in, the sleeves are in, and there it is. It's very cute, and I think it's going to really add to my wardrobe. Again, I think I'd be able to wear this underneath these dungarees too. I love the fabric. It's a really lightweight cotton jersey, and it's got these gorgeous sort of leaves all over it. And then I don't know if they look a bit like olives. But anyway, I absolutely love it. I've sewn it all up. I just need to hem the sleeves, and then I need to hem the bottom. But that sews up really quickly. It's really straightforward. You can sew one up in less than an hour. So I just need to change the needle on my sewing machine to a jersey needle, and then I can hem that t-shirt. So the second thing that I've sewn up is the Tilly and the Buttons Freya top, and that's from the stretch book, which is Tilly and the Buttons. So I'll show you the pattern. Freya sweater. So you can turn it into a sweater top, or you can turn it into a dress. Here's the pattern here, and this is what I've gone for. So it is described as a close-fitting sweater with a contemporary mock neckline, and those are the line drawings. So I've gone for this one with the longer sleeves with the mock neckline, and it is very fitted. Again, the instructions are brilliant. I'll just grab my jumper that is almost finished. And it's in this really gorgeous cotton jersey fabric from Felicity Fabrics. I got these fabrics in a bundle, but you can actually buy them separately, so I'll link them down below if they've still got them in stock. I think this is going to be a really great layering piece, and then it's just got the long sleeves. And the same as the Tabitha t-shirt, I just need to hem the sleeves, and I also just need to hem the jumper as well, but that's almost finished. So 2 t-shirts / jumpers, which I think are really going to add to my autumn winter wardrobe. And 2 really great patterns as well. I go back to the Tabitha t-shirt and the Freya top time and time again, and I've got quite a few in my wardrobe now, and I love wearing them. And then the next thing that I got sewn up was some Hubie leggings, which I said I was going to sew up using some activewear fabric that I got from Abercarn Fabrics, in this sort of mauve purpley sort of colourway. I'm just working out which is the front and which is the back. So I've got the waistband on. It's a really lovely deep waistband, and then they're really sort of slim fitting leggings, and all I need to do is hem them at the bottom. They're completely finished apart from being hemmed, and I think these are going to add to my work wardrobe for PE, but also when I go out running as well. And I've got another colourway. I think it was like a bluey grey colourway of this fabric. And then with the offcuts, because I've definitely still got a little bit of this left, I'm sewing up a Helen's Closet Sandpiper, almost like a sports bra type top to wear with these. And then with the offcuts of the other pair, when I get them cut out, I'm going to sew up a sort of sports jacket. And I got lots of suggestions for a pattern for that as well. So thank you to everybody that suggested sports top sort of zip up patterns. So yeah, I just need to hem those as well. Again, when I get the jersey needle on my machine, I can hem the tops, and then I can hem these with a different coloured thread. And then the next thing that I've got partially sewn up, and this really is in the beginning stages of being sewn up, is another Tilly and the Buttons Marnie dress. I'm just going to grab the pattern. So this is the pattern. It's the Tilly and the Buttons Marnie. You can sew up the top version, or you can sew up the sort of mini dress version. And it's also got these really gorgeous like tucks across the top, and also where the sleeves are. Now my third version, because I shared 2 last week, my third version, I haven't gone for those tucks yet, but I am planning a lightweight denim version where I am going to do the tucks. I think that is such a beautiful sort of feature on the blouse, and you can also do the tucks on the dress if you want to as well. This is their newest pattern that's just been released. And these are the line drawings. It's a very oversized blouse and a really oversized dress as well. I've got one that I made in like a cloud print fabric, which I shared last Sunday, and I wore that to work with some tights and just a pair of Converse, and it was really comfortable to wear when I was at work. I really like that sort of billowy oversized look. I really love, I don't know if you can see on the line drawings, but there's a version with this really cute little ruffle for the collar, and I would really love to sew a version like that as well. So I've definitely got a few more Marnies planned. Now the third Marnie that I'm going to share with you now, it's not finished. I've still got quite a lot to do on this, but hopefully by next weekend I'll be able to show you the completely finished one. I'm continuing my love of gingham fabric, and I've pieced together lots of bits of gingham fabric that I had in my scrap box. So I had some longer pieces, and then I had some shorter pieces as well. I'm just going to check that I've got it the right way round. Now, I know this is probably not to everybody's taste, but I really love sort of pattern clashing and colour clashing as well, and I've done that quite recently on quite a few things. I've got threads here, there and everywhere because it is nowhere near finished. But if I stand up, I'll be able to show you how far I've got. So this is what the front is looking like at the moment. So I've got the yoke with a lilac gingham, and then the front panel is a pink gingham, and then I've done the ruffle in an orange gingham, and then the side and the front side panel and the back side panel I can show you on this side. I haven't got them in on the other side yet, but I've gone for a green gingham on the front, and then if I turn it around, I'll show you the back. I've gone for a lilac gingham on the back, and then the panel on the back is in this gorgeous like baby blue gingham as well. And then the yoke on the back is this pink gingham, and then the button loop is in the orange, which sort of reflects the orange ruffle as well. And then I've constructed, or started to construct, should I say, the sleeve. And this is what the sleeve is looking like at the moment. So it's red for the first part of the sleeve, and then yellow for the second part, and then this bottom will get gathered, and then there'll be elastic sort of in the sort of end of the sleeve, so it creates this gorgeous gathering on the sleeve as well. And the sleeve is going to go in sort of this section, so you'll have that sort of detail. Where is it? That's the back, so you'll have the sleeve with the lilac at the back and the yellow as well, and then the sleeve at the front with the green. So I'm using all the offcuts of gingham, and I've sort of patched it together depending on the larger pieces of gingham that I had and the smaller pieces of gingham. So you can see that I didn't have a huge amount of the red left or the yellow. I had just enough to get that lower part of the sleeve using the yellow gingham. So that is how far I've got with the Marnie, and I'm hoping I'll get some time this evening, because we don't have work tomorrow because of the bank holiday for the Queen's funeral. I'm hoping that I'll get a bit of time this evening to try and sew a little bit more. I'm finding it really tricky to sew in the evenings at the moment because I'm just so tired from work. So I am having to use sort of Friday evenings and sew a little bit at the weekends as well to try and get a little bit of sewing in. But I know how important it is for me. It really helps me switch off. And I really enjoy sewing too as well, so I do try and squeeze it in wherever I can. So that's all I've been sewing at the moment. Lots of things, nothing finished, which is a little bit annoying, but I had a couple of things that I just wanted to sew on the overlocker first, and then when I change my needle after I finish sewing the Marnie, then I can get all the hemming done. So I'll definitely have those finished by next weekend. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was a free pattern which I wasn't aware of, and it was the lovely Sew Got This over on Instagram that tagged me in a post. They tagged me saying thank you for alerting them to Alice Irvine's website with some free tutorials, because I've used the flat fronted skirt tutorial quite a few times now. But Alice Irvine has also got a free pattern called, I've got the pattern piece in front of me, the crisscross bag. So I've downloaded the pattern because I didn't realise there was the free bag pattern on there too. And Sew Got This is sewing the cutest crisscross bags, doing patchwork. They're beautiful. I'll link their Instagram down below so you can go and check them out, but they're really cute bags, and it made me really want to have a go at sewing them up. So I have still got some offcuts, some tiny offcuts of gingham fabric, so I'd really like to sew up a crisscross bag, doing sort of similar patchwork using all the offcuts of gingham. This is what the pattern piece looks like. So you cut out a couple of pattern pieces using the longer, what do they say, the longer strap length, and then there's a fold line, so you fold it down, and then you sew 2 pattern pieces and the main fabric and 2 pattern pieces on the with the lining fabric with the shorter handle too. And then there's instructions, there's a blog post where you can follow the instructions to sew up some crisscross bags. So I'm definitely going to give that a try. So I thought I'd let you know about that pattern as well. I'll put in a picture of what the bag looks like from Alice's website, but I do love a free pattern, especially one where you can use scraps of fabric. So the next thing I wanted to share with you is a new challenge that is going to be running throughout the month of October. So it hasn't started yet, but from the 1st of October to the 31st of October, there's a new challenge that's going to be hosted by the lovely Becky, who is Notes from the Sewing Room, and the lovely Karen, who is Sew.little.time. I'll link their Instagram and YouTube channels down below, but I'm sure you give them a follow already. The tag for the challenge is hashtag #SewUpcycle22, and the idea behind it is that we make a garment for ourselves or someone else, using a tablecloth, curtains, a bedspread, old unworn make that you might have in your wardrobe, or a ready-to-wear piece that you don't wear anymore, or you could buy something from a charity shop, or you could have a look in a family member's wardrobe and grab something that they don't wear anymore either. And the idea is that we upcycle one of those things and create something new that we're going to wear and love wearing. So there's a hashtag SewUpcycle22WHIP if we want to share a sneak peek throughout the month of October. There's loads of YouTubers that are going to be sharing thoughts and ideas and suggestions in vlogs throughout the month of October, including myself. So I've got a vlog coming out on the 16th of October. But we need to show a before picture of what we use. So it might be that we show a before picture of the ready to wear garment, or the garment from our wardrobe that we don't wear anymore, or the tablecloth, the curtain, the bedspread, etc. And then we reveal what we've turned it into on the 31st of October. I'm really excited about taking part in this challenge. I've recently been upcycling things from my wardrobe that I don't wear anymore, like the Seven dress that I shared and the Maisie dress that I shared as well. I've still got the watermelon skirt conundrum. I had lots of people suggesting using some lycra to make like a yoga band to go on the top of it, so I might do that. I've got some rib knit, which is in a baby pink, that I might be able to do that with. But I've definitely got some things in my wardrobe, and also in my husband's side of the wardrobe, things that he doesn't wear anymore that I could definitely get upcycling. So I'm really looking forward to sort of upcycling and breathing new life into things that I don't wear anymore. And I've definitely got some old like duvet covers that we don't use anymore, so I could definitely turn those into something too. So I wanted to let you know about that challenge because it is starting in the month of October. So we've got a couple of weeks until that starts, and there's going to be loads of vloggers creating videos as well to provide lots of inspiration. So look out for my vlog coming out on the 16th of October. So what are my sewing plans? I want to finish those tops that I've sewn, so I just need to hem them and hem the Hubie leggings. I've got my Marnie that I want to finish as well. And then I'm also going to be sewing up the South Bank sweater. So I'll grab the fabric so I can show you in a minute. And then I've also got the Anthea blouses that I've already got cut out, and they're just here. So this is the fabric for the South Bank sweater. So hopefully by next week I'll be able to show you a finished South Bank sweater. They don't take too long to come together. It's a really enjoyable sew as well. And then I've got the Anthea blouses cut out. So I've got this one, that's a Pigeon Wishes fabric as well. And then I've got this space print fabric that I got from Sister Mintaka. So I want to get those sewn up, but then I need to go shopping for buttons because I don't think I've got buttons to go with either of those blouses. And then I shared this fabric last week, I think, that I got from Fabric Revival, and I wasn't sure what to turn it into. I tried to cut out an Anthea blouse, but the pattern pieces were too big. Lots of people suggested the sagebrush top, and I managed to take a little wedge out of the sleeve pattern piece, and I've managed to cut out the sagebrush. So I'm really excited about sewing that up as well in this gorgeous cotton fabric. I think that will come together really nicely as well, and I think the cute little ruffle across the front will be really pretty in that fabric as well as the poofy sleeves. So I'm excited about sewing that up as well. So that's quite a lot really between now and next week. But I'm really excited about quite a lot of those. I might have some semi-finished tops that I can share next weekend, especially the Anthea blouses. I might just need to put on the buttons and do the buttonholes, dependent on whether I can get to the shops to get some buttons. But yeah, those are all of the things that I'm hoping to make a start on in the next week or so. Do let me know in the comments below what you're currently sewing up. If you've got any suggestions on what to use the waffle knit fabric for, please let me know in the comments below as well. Thank you as always for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, it'd be really great if you could hit that subscribe button. You get notified of when I bring out my next video. I've got a video already recorded, ready to be published on Wednesday. And then I always bring out my Sunday sewing catch-ups as well. Thank you as always for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye!